So friends, in earlier videos I had shown you how to recover charges. So first maker has to run the command O for collection of charges, HCAAC, HCAACCO for collection of charges by the maker, HCOACC, that is for V, verification by the verifier. After running that command, verifying in the system, we have this process of closure of savings account. The command is HCAACC. Remember this, right? So closure of charges, it was HCACC. For recovering charges, it was HCACC. For closure, it is HCAAC. So we have to type this menu option here on the right hand side. Menu shortcut, click on go or just enter submit. This screen will appear on your computer. So system displays account closure, transaction account criteria on the screen here. So function by drop down here, right hand side, you have to choose, you click here, mouse, and various options will come here. So Z is for close, V is for verifying, M for modification. Enter the account ID from the letter of request given by the customer, or you can choose from the searcher here. This microscope is given here, magnifying glass. You can see from here, click on this, you can choose from there, it will show you in the queue. Then balance, transfer. Now this is very important. If you want to transfer, transaction type cash. So he wants his amount in cash itself, right? So this he has to choose here, right? So what is the transaction type? Cash here. Suppose he wants this amount to be transferred to his some other account in some other bank. It can be ECS. You can choose various transfer option also. Here we have chosen cash here, and then click on go here, right? Again I am repeating, HCAAC is the menu option you will type here. In menu shortcut, click on go or just press enter. Choose function as close Z, close from drop down here. Enter the account ID, and you can choose from searcher here, this magnifying glass, you can searcher here. This next to searcher is if you want to see the details. Next to the details, it is your signature verification. If you want to view the signature of the customer, you can click on this. So whatever signatures have been uploaded in the system in that account will appear on your screen. You can verify from it, right? Transaction type, cash, balance has to be transferred, T here, that this will automatically come here. So he wants that his remaining amount be given in cash itself, right? And click on go here. Function Z for closure, account ID has to be entered here. User can verify customer signatures by clicking on signature icon, right? Next to your details icon, there is a signature icon is there. You can click on this and system. Earlier we used to press F9. In earlier version of FINACLE, we used to press F9 and signature would appear on your screen. Now it is very, as I told you, it is mouse friendly. Most of the work is done in the system in this version of FINACLE by using mouse only. Less of keyboard, more of my mouse. Balance, click on transfer. Tick mark appears here. Transaction type, cash or transfer. Suppose he wants cash, so we'll enter cash from the drop down. If he wants to transfer this amount to any other account in the bank, so we can choose this transfer account ID and click on go here. The next screen will appear on your computer. So as soon as you click on go, this screen appears on your system. Now look very carefully. On the top left hand side it says account closure, transaction accounts, function close, Z we had chosen, account ID, whatever the name of the account holder is, it appears here. INR is the currency here. Now you can see here QF ID is also appearing, right? So what is the QF ID? Scheme SB Gen, Savings General Category account. We had chosen this. We had opened this account in SB and Gen category. Clear balance. What is the amount? So it says 1 lakh rupees here, right? Float balance. In case customer has given any check for collection, so it will reflect here. That check has to be cleared here. So again, the closure will be done as per the requirement. Is there any lien marked in the account for any reason, right? So it shows lien amount here. Account status active, it is operative. Last transaction date, when the last transaction was made in the account. When the account was opened, account opening date. Unclear balance, any check is there, right, in the account in clearing, so that has not been cleared. Received, reserved for clearing, any inward check. Suppose a customer had issued a check and that has to appear in clearing in the system today, so this will reflect here. Reserved for clearing, right? So when the clearing is cleared on the next day at next morning, so this will be reflected here. So this will not be paid to the customer. So this is reserved for clearing. So we have to ensure, is there any lien here marked, any float balance, right? Any check given for clearing. It shows mode of operation also, self. It is a single account. It shows mode of operation as self. Otherwise it will show as either survivor, jointly, right? So if the account is frozen for any reason, it will show the freeze code here, why it has been frozen. You will click on this, it will show you the reason, right? So there may be more than one reason for freezing the account. Any linked account details will reflect here. The validation check has to be done. System performs validation before closure, shows results. User has to take corrective actions in case there is a lien marked or any check is there in the clearing, outward clearing or inward clearing, depending on that, right? So if it is outward clearing, it will show on float here. If it is in inward clearing, it will be showing here reserved for clearing, right? I hope you know. Outward clearing is when customer is given a check for collection. Inward clearing when customer has given a check to any other person and which has been presented to the bank for clearance. Then you have to click on closure here. You can see here point number 7. You can see here. Click on closure here. System displays the closure screen. So this closure screen will appear. So you can enter closure notes why the customer is closing your account. You can write account closed on the request of the customer. Any other reason you can write here notes here. So later on, if you want to see why that account was closed, what was the reason, the bank can verify from here. Reason code, right? So there are various, go on search, various codes will be there. So generally it is normal closure, customer wants to close the account, right? So sometimes it happens bank also closes the account for some other reason, any court order, anything, any stay from the court, any legal authority. So generally it is 001 is the code for normal closure, right? So click on submit here and your next screen will appear here. So just have to ensure, you just have to write the closure notes. You can write anything that you want and it will be reflected in the reports when you generate it for closure accounts, why those accounts were closed, what was the reason. So generally it is normal code, normal closure. So 001 is the code, right? I'll take you to the next screen. Wait for it. So after entering the closure notes, reason code 001, normal closure, click on submit. This exception appear on your screen here. This is exception dialog here. It's called this pop-up appears on your screen. So this result screen will appear here. It shares exception 002. Exception error code is customer debit without check. So maybe customer has given a withdrawal slip for debiting the account or any other reason. It shows this, gives you a warning in case you want to have that check. In case suppose you have allowed a debit in the account on customer's request and he said I'll give you a check later on, and that has not been entered in the system. It shows here on the window screen here. So you just have to accept here and the closure will happen, right? After accepting here, you'll have to click on submit. System displays the result screen, generated a TRAN ID and which has to be authorized for verification, right? So HCAAC, that is the menu options. We'll be verifying it again. So this is how the maker has closed the account now, which has to be verified by the verifying officer.